Hi guys, to a cool and wet autumn day in Melbourne, more particularly in Cockatoo. Enjoying a cup of coffee. And speaking of coffee, one of the things that was a highlight, or maybe a low light, in Tasmania was the fact that good coffee shops were few and far between. Here in Melbourne, we're a bit accustomed to really good coffee, excellent coffee shops, just great presentation, etc. So one thing that I really noticed in Tasmania was the lack of the same sort of thing that we have here in Melbourne. And okay, maybe us Melbourneites have become a bit over the top with our coffee and all that sort of stuff, but it was really obvious that that sort of culture didn't exist in Tasmania, except for one place in particular that we found in Hobart. Jackman and McRoss, like a breakfast cafe, coffee culture destination in a very traditional part of Hobart called Battery Point. And the coffee and the breakfast, the food in general that we had there was just sensational. And I cannot help but give them a bit of a plug because I was so impressed. And it's up there with anything that we've got here in Melbourne. But it was the only place that we found, and we went to quite a few different places. I'm sure there's others because we didn't get everywhere, we didn't see everything. But we did try a couple of other places. Lima Organica in St Helens was pretty good too, but still, Jackman and McRoss in Battery Point were sensational. So there you go, a bit of a plug for them. Okay, check this out, guys. Ah, what's that? I wonder what that could be. Let's see what happens when I press the red button. No nuclear bombs, I hope. Something happening? Oh yes, indeedy do. There you go, the door is on. Lovely silent operation. I'm yet to have the electrician come and finish off the wiring, but so at the moment I'm just running the lead down and back to the house. So he's got to fit off the lights and of course connect up the power point so that the door's got a permanent point to run off and a couple of power points down there, light switches, etc. So the door has a battery backup because up here in the hills where I live, the power often goes off and of course then the door won't work. So let's watch that again. Woohoo, that's pretty good. Inside the house there's also a control switch which is on the wall. I'll show you that. So we just walk in here and there we go, same thing, same sort of control, just one press and away it goes. Yeah, it's just closing up now, so I'm really happy about that. So that's a B&D roller door, another plug. I'm not getting paid for any of these, unfortunately, but it's a great door. Give them a plug, why not? More coffee. Couple of other things that I wanted to mention. First up, the Tech Webcast, which is happening tomorrow. Things are in place now for that to happen. 12 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. I have a feeling that it's recorded and they edit it and then it's uploaded, so it'll probably be available a couple of hours after that. I'll put the links in the description and you can check that out, and I'll also do a vlog to when it's done and uploaded, so you can go and check it out if you're interested. We'll see how that goes. I'll also might have a camera recording me talking to them, so we'll catch up on it that way as well, and I can maybe edit in a couple of little highlights of that. An update on a little frustration I have continually with YouTube, and that is with music copyright. The older videos, I've mentioned this before, the older videos that I used to do featured a lot of music that I used from GarageBand and loops that I put together and made up tunes from all those loops. Well, there's really dodgy music companies out there that keep claiming copyright for all these Apple loops. And so anything that's been put on YouTube, and I'm sure this happens the world over to many different people, but anything that I've put on that includes those loops often comes up with a copyright claim from some other supposed musician who claims them for themselves, and they make stuff and put it on iTunes, sell the stuff, and then claim it as their own. And it belongs to Apple, not to anyone. And Apple actually have a whole process whereby you can use a link that they provide, and it basically says that the music is royalty free and is available for anybody to use in their own productions. And so it's so frustrating getting these claims sent to me from YouTube or through YouTube, and then I've got to go through the process of the whole response thing. The last one that happened, within 2 hours I got a response back from YouTube after I had emailed. So the process is they send an email saying there has been a copyright claim on such and such a video, and then you either accept the claim or you challenge it. So when I challenge, normally they allow 30 days for the other company, the initial copyright claim company, to challenge my challenge. So in the last one, I received the email from YouTube, I challenged it, and within 2 hours I received another email from YouTube saying that that company had dropped their claim on that particular music. And it just goes to show that there's several, and quite a few, several that I know of, companies, music companies out there that are just so dodgy and will do anything to make a claim on material that is not their own. And I find it so frustrating. So anyway, you have to go through this whole process of saying that the music is legit and that it is what it is an Apple loop, and I think you would think that by now YouTube would have worked out what an Apple loop is and what is not an Apple loop. But anyway, the process goes on, and I find it frustrating. So there you go. That's that. Later on today, I'm off to the chiropractor. I have a crook neck, and I've got to get it snapped back into the right spot. So that's a pretty regular procedure for me, and it comes from years of hard work building and doing sort of up ladder stuff and reaching and stretching and carrying on. So I've got to go to him to get my neck realigned. And I always feel so much better after he does what he does. He's a great guy. I might give him a plug one day too. Okay guys, that's it for now. Look forward to the Tech Webcast tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, and I'll talk to you soon.